Luciferianism has this poor theology of God being in control of everything. And so, you hear the typical phrase, if God's supposed to be all good and all knowing, given the condition of the world, then he's either not all good or he's not all knowing. And that argument seems to kind of give that person the moral high ground over the view of God that they've heard. But here's the truth. Here's the reality. God is love. The one true God, Jehovah, the Father of Christ, whom Jesus revealed. Jesus came into the world as a son of this Father, and the Holy Spirit binds us all together. That one true God is just and pure and holy. And here's the truth. He is not controlling the circumstances of this world. The reason the world looks like it does, the reason that there's death and destruction and injustice and hunger and childhood cancer and slavery and all those kinds of things is because God gave mankind dominion over this planet for a temporary period of time, and we have allowed these things. The injustice that you would attribute to God, because you have this perspective that God's in control, really the moral high ground gets taken because the Luciferian in his heart, and even the atheist in his heart, or those who rebel against God, would say, if I were God, I would do this. If I were God, there'd be no childhood cancer. There'd be no animal suffering. There'd be no malnutrition and food insecurities. If I were God, I would, fill in the blank. That's a Luciferian mindset. That is the lie that the enemy, the serpent, brought into the garden and caused Adam and Eve to try to discern and judge good and evil, not right and wrong, but good and evil for themselves.